And we are back. Thanks for clicking on the link. Welcome to Good Energy. Enjoy the content, and everyone have a blessed day. And we're back, guys. Another perfect day of predictions, and we're going to do the same thing for you today. Please like, subscribe, and comment below. Elena Rybakina, she's taking on Ajla Tomljanovic. These two ladies have played once before. That came in 2021 at Madrid. That was a clay surface. Elena won that in straight sets, 6-4, 6-2. After last match win, Ajla Tomljanovic over Elisa Cornet, she said specifically she did not think she could beat her. Physical players are tough to play against, and she did not believe in herself. Well, this is going to be a tough match here. Rybakina ranked 23 in the world. These two ladies are about the same height. Rybakina is 6 feet. Ajla Tomljanovic is 5'11". If you follow the channel, you know what type of ladies frustrate Elena in her game. And stay tuned, because this is a winner. It's coming up. Rybakina this season, she's 5-2 on grass. For her career, she's 19-7 on grass. Ajla Tomljanovic is 7-2 on grass this year, having a great grass season. She's 36-28 overall on grass. One more win will put her in the semifinals, something she's never done before. In terms of Wimbledon, the quarterfinals is the furthest she's made it to, and that came last year in 2021 before she was eliminated by fellow countrywoman Ashley Barty. In terms of the US Open, the furthest she's made it was the round of 32. That also came last year. She did make the round of 16 in 2014 at the Roland Garros. And in terms of the Australian Open, she's made the round of 64 4 times. Elena's also made the round of 16 last year. That was her furthest she's made it at Wimbledon. In terms of the US Open, she's made the round of 32 once. That came last year also. She did make the quarterfinals last year at Roland Garros. And in terms of the Australian Open, she's made the round of 32 just once. That came in 2020. Both of these ladies are on somewhat of a hot streak, if you want to call it that. Both ladies have won 7 of their last 10. Let's take a look at Elena. She has wins over Martic, Zhang, Andrescu, and Coco Vandeweghe. Her 3 losses in her last 10 came to Sharenko, Shelby Rogers, and Madison Keys. Madison Keys, a very powerful baseliner, and I was surprised she actually lost that match. In terms of Ajla Tomljanovic, she's also won 7 of her last 10. She has wins this tournament over Elisa Cornet, Barbara Krejcikova, Harrison, and Jill Teichmann, which was very impressive. Her 3 losses in her last 10 came to Ostapenko, Golubic, and Gracheva. Remember, they've never played on grass, so that might be a factor in determining a winner for this match. However, if we take a look at Elena, she averages 5 aces per match. She won 77% of her service games, 30% of her return games, and her first service won 72%, which is pretty good. It's very tough to break her. When she has opponents in pressure points, she breaks them at 39%. When she is on the fence of being broke, she saves 62% of her break points. Elena makes about 4 double faults per match, and Ajla Tomljanovic will have to take advantage of that if she wants to win this match. Any free point opportunities she gets, she's going to have to follow them up with a solid return, because she's only winning 37% of her return games. Her first serves won 63%, and her service games won 63% as well. In terms of the pressure points, when she has the opportunity to break opponents, she does it at 47%. She saves her break points at 50%, which, in my opinion, that is too low. These two ladies are essentially baseliners. Ajla Tomljanovic, her best weapon is her backhand. However, Elena Rybakina can use her backhand, but has a very strong forehand. Unlike her last match against Cornet, Ajla Tomljanovic is going to be under a lot of pressure to defend. In terms of Elisa Cornet, She's a counterpuncher that keeps balls in play. That gave Ajla plenty of opportunities to hit her backhand and hit favorable shots. That was a very favorable matchup for Ajla Tomljanovic. Elena Rybakina, on the other hand, is a little bit different. She's more offensive minded, she's more of a baseliner, and she's a lot stronger than Elisa Cornet. That may create problems for Ajla because Ajla's backhand is going to require her to be on balance. Elena's very powerful ground strokes is going to keep Ajla moving all around the court and off balance. My prediction for this match to take Elena Rybakina on the money line, very reasonable price. I'm very confident in that prediction. Ajla Tomljanovic barely had the confidence to defeat Cornet, and this is a completely different type of opponent here. She's offensive minded, Elena that is, and she is very powerful, and both ladies are about the same height. This is not the shorter 5'6" or 5'5" type of athletic person that gives Elena trouble. These two ladies are the same height, and I think Elena's stronger and more athletic. She will win this match. Take the money line. And before we get into our second matchup of the day, just want to do a quick recap of the scores for today. Marie Puskova, that's a match I told you Puskova should win a set. However, I like Ons Jabeur to win the match, so that called for Puskova and Ons Jabeur going over the total games of 21. All of those came in, and because Marie Puskova won a set, that means Ons Jabeur is left to win 2 sets, and the match went over. So that's literally 4 picks in 1. Enjoy that, guys. The other lock of the day, we had Tatiana Maria defeating Julie Namier, and look, guys, almost a 2-1 favorite. Julie was upset. That's right, that was a lock. I told you to take Tatiana Maria. She did get the win, and it was a very impressive win. After dropping the first set, she made the necessary adjustments. As I said, I felt she had better tools in every category: better forehand, better backhand, much better net play, having 30 ITF championships. Maria is not to be slept on. However, she's an 8-1 underdog against Ons Jabeur. I will be covering that match later on today. And that brings us to our final prediction of the day. And I will be 100% honest with you. This is not necessarily a match that I'm interested in too much. And the reason why is Amanda Anisimova, although she is a top American prospect, I was a fan of her earlier in her career. Now I'm just not really a fan of her. I don't like the quitting. I don't like the lack of effort. And I think she lacks heart. And I'll be honest with you, she had a good win over Coco. I felt Coco had a complete collapse, and mentally she lost her focus. That's a match that Coco gave away, in my opinion. But nonetheless, the 20th seed Amanda Anisimova taking on the 16th seed Simona Halep. And look, guys, these two ladies just recently played, and it was a very lopsided affair. That's right, at Bad Homburg, Simona Halep won that in straight sets, 6-2, 6-1. However, Amanda has beat Halep in the past. She beat her at the French Open in straight sets, 6-2, 6-4. That was in 2019. Halep did get revenge in 2020, beating Amanda 6-love, 6-1. There's a common theme here. The first sets in all of these matches have been lopsided and blowouts. The 2019 win Anisimova had over Halep was injured and she wasn't playing well. Physically, she just wasn't able to compete. However, Amanda Anisimova, she's won 8 of her last 10. She has wins over Tan here. She finally put an end to Harmony Tan. Finally, right? It's a shame Tan's not going to get credit for her points, but that's another story. Coco Gauff, right? Good win, took 3 sets. Lauren Davis took 3 sets. Look, not impressed with that. You got to put Lauren Davis away. And Yuan, she won that in straight sets. Her 2 losses in her last 10. Leylah Fernandez, very athletic. Simona Halep, very athletic. Look, multiple shot of the year winner with her forehand, great footwork. Simona Halep won 8 of her last 10. Her 2 losses came to Bianca Andreescu, very athletic and powerful, and had Admia playing very good pattern player, left-handed, very jerky. Halep's wins here at Wimbledon: Paula Badosa straight sets, Fred straight sets, Flipkin straight sets, Muchova straight sets. Common theme here we're seeing, right? Simona Halep, in terms of this grass season, pretty good grass season. She's 10-1, only one loss. Overall, she's 47-17. We know she's a former Wimbledon champion. She plays good on grass. Amanda Anisimova, 11-6 on grass for her career overall. And look, guys, let's not forget Simona Halep has won Wimbledon before. She won Wimbledon in 2019. She also won the Roland Garros in 2018. In terms of the US Open, she's made it to the semifinals once. That was in 2015. But she's also made the Australian Open finals and one time, and that was in 2018. Simona Halep has 30 wins on the season. Much better year. She's already surpassed her total wins of last year. And yes, she was injured. 30-18. Simona Halep's averaging about 3 aces per match. She wins 75% of her service games, 49% of her return games. First serves won 70%. She's converting pressure points and breaking opponents at 56% rate when she has the opportunity, and she's saving about 61% of her break points when opponents have her in pressure situations. Her serve, pretty darn decent. Now, she's not a high output ace player, but she's averaging just under 4 aces per game, and in terms of double faults, she's also averaging just under 4 aces per game. As long as she's not making a ton of double faults, I don't see Amanda breaking her. I just really don't. Amanda Anisimova, she's averaging about 3 aces per match, but she gives that back in double faults. She's averaging 4 double faults per match. She wins 72% of her service games, 39% of her return games. Her first service won is 66%. She breaks opponents at 46%. When she's faced with pressure point situations, she saves about 54% of her break points. This is a match I'm going to be short and sweet. This is going to be another lock, another winner. I don't really care who wins it. I think Simona probably will win it, but the official lock here is the first set to go under 9.5 games. That's even money. Enjoy it. That's a lock. None of their first sets have been competitive, and I don't think it's going to happen today either. First set under 9.5 games, and Rybakina over Ajla Tomljanovic. Enjoy those locks and enjoy these ladies' new collections.